Men's 100, not a Diamond League race, so it gives athletes a chance to ride on his own in lane 9. Away this time. In fact, Sue got away well in the third lane, didn't he? Matey's got a little bit to do, and so is Rogers. Sue's going very strongly indeed, and there's a win for the... Yes, Sue gets it. The Chinese athlete, 10.11 plus 0.1 meters per second. He looked good. The others looked as though they might come through on him, but they didn't. And, well, 10.09, season's best, the official time. And he beat one or two that on paper one would have said, well, that's going to be difficult. It's his first outing of the year. He is a 9.99 man at his best. Mike Rogers came through from second and Matey third, but my goodness me, they were left a bit, Tim.
Well, they were, but Rogers there second to left in the dark blue centre of picture. In fact, working very, very hard to get up past Matey. And once he gets past him, he just didn't have time. He ran out of track to get past Sue, who probably ran the best balanced race. Rogers didn't get a great start. His pickup wasn't brilliant. He had to work so hard to get back on terms with Matey. And he loses it by what? A foot, maybe just over a foot. But that is a big, big win, and lovely to see an early win on the track here in Shanghai for the home crowd.
Well, he certainly had good rhythm. He's obviously trained well. Rogers just didn't get quite away early enough. And having said how good he is over 60 metres, he didn't quite get there. And I was surprised that Kim Collins didn't get closer at the 2/3 distance. As Kim is a pretty good starter too, but Sue showed great form. 3 times the Asian champion. And, a World Championship silver medalist, remember, in the... There's the lineup: Williams, Jamaica; Bartoletta, USA; Talou, Ivory Coast; Bowie, USA; Thompson, Jamaica; Ahore, Ivory Coast; Ai, Trinidad and Tobago; Campbell Brown, Jamaica; and Akinosun of the USA right on the outside. Well, Christiana Williams, 10.96 in Rio. She was 8th in that Olympic final. She made it all the way to the final, representing Jamaica. She's drawn in lane 1. Gianna Bartoletta, the long jump sprinter, 3 times Olympic champion, of course, long jump last year, and then in the 4x4 last year, and again in London in 2012. A real sprint long jumper, 7 meters and 17 in the long jump. That is Talou of the Ivory Coast, a couple of times Olympic Games finalist in the 100 meters, 200 meters. She's 4th in the 200, 4th in the 100 in the Olympic Games. That's the quality of this lineup. It really is good. And Bowie, well, 10.78 her best. Olympic silver medalist. Behind the young woman in the next lane, Elaine Thompson of Jamaica, the Olympic champion over 100 and 200 meters. Spoke to her yesterday. She said, my coach and I departmentalize the race. I run my race. It's tunnel vision. Doesn't matter who's in the race, I run the way I want to run. Ahore, the Ivory Coast, a couple of times World Championship silver medalist. 2013, the 100 and 200, had a good season. Ai, well, she got a best of 10.85. That was in 2014. 3 times an Olympic finalist. She was 6th in both the 100 and the 200 in the Olympic Games last year. And now Veronica Campbell-Brown, 3 times Olympic champion, 200, 4x1. She's been there. She's 34 now. Her season's best just outside 11 seconds. And Akinosun of the United States. That's Moralaki or Maralake Akinosun of the United States, who's got a best of 11.10 this season. Centre of the shot. The dominant woman at the moment, she won the 200 in Doha, 22.19, Elaine Thompson. Relies heavily on coach. They have a terrific relationship. But how can Bowie go now? Can Bowie challenge? A former basketball player turned athlete. Williams, Bartoletta, Talou, Bowie, Thompson, Ahore, Hai, Campbell-Brown, Akinosun. The women's 100 meters. Well, certainly Bowie got away well, and Thompson going very strongly around the inside. Williams going well, but here comes the big guns. Here comes Elaine Thompson running away. Bowie in second place, and Talou in third, 10.78. The burners were put on halfway down, and away she went. Total and utter domination in the sprints at the moment. She is so difficult to beat. Such a powerhouse. 22.19 in Doha, beating skippers, and she's beaten Bowie. Bowie got away quite well here. It really was a good performance by her, but my goodness me, when it came to the power end, just watch this, the cadence, the speed of legs. Look at the way she goes away. The others start tying up, don't they? Talou comes through to third place, but the margin is significant.
That's a 3-meter gap, and going away too, Stuart. Beautifully fluid running, so powerful, so smooth. I was really impressed last week where she came into the straight in that 200 in Doha, well down on skippers, and then just tore apart the Olympic silver medalist and the rest of that field over the second half of that 200. Tonight, the second half of the race is where she powers away from the rest of them. And you're right, Bowie there in blue did get a good start, but frankly, she has thrashed them. That is so impressive. 10.78, and into a very slight headwind, put a decent tailwind behind her, a legal tailwind, say a metre per second, a metre and a half, and you're going way into the 10.6 territory. Or in second, nowhere near her.
Absolutely. I mean, it made 11 seconds look ordinary, didn't it?
A big race it is. Merritt there in lane 5 was the fastest man in the world last year. So he is a 400-metre specialist, let's not forget. This is under distance for him. Strong field, though. Britain's Adam Jamili goes in 6. On the outside there is Owen Brown of Canada, the 24-year-old. His personal best is 20 seconds exactly. Not sure if he'd be delighted with the outside lane. I think maybe 7 or 8, lane 9 would have been better for him. Noah Lyles, what a talent he is, the world junior champion from last year. He's still only 19 years old, the American. I saw him set a world record for 300 metres indoors in Albuquerque in early March. Fabulous young athlete. He will be impressive, I'm sure. Tarandi Martina, the European champion over 100 for the Netherlands last year, of course, in Amsterdam. Number 3 all-time European now. Adam Jamili, it's easy to forget this young Briton. He's only 23. It's easy to forget. He's run under 10 seconds. He's run under 20 seconds. But he was 4th in Rio and changed coaches as a result, partly as a result. There is Merritt in lane 5. He'll be chasing Jamili. 3 times an Olympic champion. Took gold in Beijing in 2008 at 400, and then has a couple of long relay golds as well. He took the bronze, remember, in Rio behind that astonishing world record from Van Niekerk. Amir Webb goes in lane 4, broke 20 seconds for the first time last year in Doha. That remains his personal best. In 3, Brendan Rodney, Olympic bronze medalist for Canada in Rio, ran the 3rd leg in the sprint relay, only just behind Japan's silver. Then Zhenya Ji, silver medalist in the World Championships in the sprint relay for China. Back in 2015, he's a 20.44 man. Tight inside lane 2 draw for him, and even worse for this man, Wallace Spearman. Still the 8th fastest man in history. 32 years old now, Spearman. He's a multiple World Championship medalist. 4th in the Olympics in London in 2012, but somehow I feel he's never really built on the form he showed back in 2006. What? 11 years ago now, he ran 19.65 when he was 21. Hasn't been able to better that time. He won here in 2009, though, did Wallace Spearman, but lane 1 is a dreadful draw for such a tall fellow. He's about 6'2". So Spearman in 1, Ji in 2, Rodney in 3, Webb in 4, Merritt goes in 5. Watch him to come late in the come strong in the second half of this race. There he is, Sean Merritt in 5. Jamili goes in 6, Martina in 7, Lyles in 8. Watch him as well. And Brown in lane 9 on the outside. Well, really quick starting there from Webb in 4. He's already up on the Sean Merritt. You might expect that as 400-man centre of picture. He's got some hard running too. Jamili's going well too, 4th from left. He's run a really good bend. But look at the running there of Amir Webb, who led up to 150. Coming through though now is Noah Lyles. That 300-metre indoor form pouring out onto the track here. and he tears them apart over the last 50 or 60. That's a 3.5 metre win. The time 19.90, Stuart, into a slight headwind. He is special, just 19 years old. He ran a beautifully balanced race there, probably about the best lane draw in lane 8, a gentle bend to negotiate. He had Aaron Brown to chase in lane 9 outside him. But the world number 6 this year wins there over 200 metres here in Shanghai with 19.90 to equal the fastest time in the world this year.
Well, I tell you what, Jamili got a terrific start. He was right up on LeSean Merritt as they went into the bend. Look at this. His transition was okay. It was in the final 20 or 30 metres that he found the pressure coming from the athletes outside. But second from the outside, Noah Lyles of the United States, 19 years old. What a talent. Look at his leg speed. Fabulous technique, and eases off. That's 19.90, equaling the world lead, easing off with Sean Merritt in second, and Jamili of Great Britain hanging on for third. What a good run. Look at the dominance this young man's shown. He's 19. How dare he? That is just an unbelievable performance. Coming off the bend, his transition was super, but look at the way he runs away down the straight. The tension in the shoulders of Adam Jamili there and LeSean Merritt. But this young man was easing down in the final stages. That is as good as I've seen for a long time. What a talent.
He's a lovely looking sprinter too, really powerful. They've been saying he's the next big sprint talent for the USA, and that really does suggest as much from Lyles, holding his form so well. He wins in 19.90, does